Shalom and good day all. This is the Elam29 back again for another solicitation station. And I want to thank everyone who was able to make it to the channel, as in this episode of the solicitation station. Number 9, I'll be covering, of course, the latest DC Comics solicitations. Come back to some other things that I haven't covered for a while on the channel, which is consisting of some manga. So I look forward to covering that. So we'll see who's here, or who's managed to make it to the channel. No one at the moment, but someone is definitely watching, and a big thanks to them, whoever made it. So, what do we have to cover in this week's solicitations? And sure enough, in these solicitations, we've got DC Connect Aquaman. And hey, good to see you, Tevye. Feel free to jump into the live stream if you want to. I did send the invite to your Twitter message, and you can come join me. Apart from that, I hope you're doing well, and I did manage to catch the end of, what was it, your last live stream that you did not so long ago, having to do with, what was it, Star Wars? All right then, I'll see you when you get in here, and we'll be able to talk about these upcoming DC solicits, as well as other solicits as well that are going to be coming out with DC Comics. And not just DC Comics, but also Viz Media or the Shonen Jump. Also catching up with some Kodansha and some 7 Seas. It's been a while since I've actually covered it on the channel, and it would be nice to know what is actually going to be turning up. Here we go.
Hello.
Hey, good to see you, Tevye.
Good to see you too.
I hope you're doing okay.
I'm doing great.
So you had quite an interesting morning this morning, talking on, what was it, Star Wars?
Yeah. In the discussion.
Yeah. I hope that went really well. I'm sorry I missed most of it. I ended up waking up
Hey, that's okay, man.
too, so surprise, surprise. I didn't expect to wake up as early as I did, but at least I got to see the live stream that you actually did on your channel. So I'm really happy I got to catch whatever I could catch of that. So here's the big fun bit, the DC Connect. One of the first things we'll be covering on the channel. And my goodness, DC has got quite a bit for February of next year.
Yep.
Not a lot, but a bit. Of course, we've got the Aquaman. I must admit, I have been enjoying what I've read so far of Aquaman the Becoming. I know that there are some people who don't like it. You know what? If you don't like it, you don't like it. Find something else to read. There is something out there you can find for yourself.
Yep.
Even if it's manga. And I must admit, I was really surprised with how the second issue went with the story. because I thought in the second issue that Jackson Hyde was going to end up meeting up with Davy again. Surprise, surprise, that didn't end up happening.
Yeah, that is surprise. I
And
wouldn't read the series. I don't know what happened.
yeah, and if I remember, I think Brandon Thomas is actually working on that run, and I really like how he delivered that part of the story, because we have the character of Ocean Master coming in,
Yep.
wanting to stir a lot of stuff up in the
Mm-hmm.
world of Atlantis.
Yep.
And I was really surprised at the direction that it took. Like, I was expecting this, but I got that, and it was a great surprise for me. I really enjoyed what was done there. Well, seeing that we're just talking about this bit, let's move on to the next bit. One thing I sort of dislike about how DC have done this latest PDF is that it's not split down in singles like how they normally do, like in single pages.
Mm-hmm.
That's my only criticism with this. Not that there's anything wrong with the way they've done it. It just feels it doesn't work in this type of format, especially when doing it online. Yes, it is nice that you get to see like a little bit more that's covered on the pages, but they've
Yep.
turned the single pages into single double pages. So
Yep.
moving into what's coming into the DC universe, we've got Mary Marvel, the Aquaman, which makes front cover.
Yeah. Monkey Prince.
Yep, the Monkey Prince, which is actually something that I am wanting to pick up. I want to pick up that series. I want to follow that series, even though it might have what is it? I think it's 12 issues for it.
Yeah.
I really want to see how that story goes. I am thinking of picking up that Green Lantern Alliance by Ming Lei. I think it is.
I heard about that. Actually, it's pretty good. The first book, the first page is pretty good, supposedly.
Yeah, I haven't picked up the first one, but I definitely will have to consider picking it up for my LCS. So, moving on to one of the first things that starts us off in this particular DC Connect.
Batman Inc.
Yep, Batman issue 120, to which I'm still collecting on my list. And, well, okay, must have muted it. And I'm looking forward to reading Joshua Williamson's take on Batman. I'll be getting mainly the regular cover on this. I was a bit unsure about picking up any of the variants. Then we've got the Shadows of the Bat.
Oh yeah, Shadow the Bat. I remember this thing. The thing at that Batman event. Why? I
Yeah,
want to. We just got done a fierce thing, and I was a slog.
yeah. But one good
I
thing
think it was
about
a
this,
fierce
at
thing.
least
You guys got so caught up with the John Candy action comic stuff that I just avoid fierce day. Like, no, this is pointless. I'm done.
well, at least it's going for one whole month. That's the only thing that it's got going for it. But it also makes me wonder if they're getting ready to move Mariko Tamaki on to either another title or she'll be leaving DC. If I were to guess, maybe they could be getting ready to move her to another title.
Mm-hmm. Good question.
I'll be getting the regular for the first week one, just the regular. In the next one, I'll be getting the regular plus the variants. And
I see
yeah,
him a Circle Pilot. Circle Pilot actually on the cover,
yeah.
which is
Then
odd. After a Circle Pilot, he's part of Dark Side Group.
mm,
Why is he here? That raises some questions.
maybe, who knows, Mariko Tamaki might be doing a way better job than what Tom King did with Psycho Pirate.
Yeah.
Who knows at this point? But I really like the variant covers for the second week one. I think that's really nice. Then the next one that I sort of really like in here, I'll be getting the regular of the third week. I won't be getting the 1.25 variant or any of the other variants. Yeah, I understand we're going to have the penguin in there, but
Is
for
there
the
anything
last
in
week,
that?
I'll be
Yeah.
getting
Okay, cool. Oh, taking so.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I'll be getting the regular plus the
You want me to
variant.
break that for you, or you want me to
I can do it. Either way. I mean, whatever.
Alright. Sweet.
Not particular.
Then we've got the I Am Not Batman one.
I am Batman BS with Jace Fox. It's so boring.
Yeah.
Many more I give it many more I can't ever see my 150K. Jace Fox?
Yep.
Who? I don't give it so boring. Many more, oh, yes. Jace Fox? No. Can you just go away?
Agreed. But what I'd really like to see DC do with Jace Fox is have him establish his own character, but not as Batman.
Yeah, I think we got like 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
That is my only criticism in regards to Jace Fox. But if he can become his own character or own superhero title in New York City and drop the Batman mantle, that'll be great.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
But still work in some essence with the members of the Bat family, even though we've seen very little of that in the present run. He's been pretty much a solo artist.
Yeah, and in Fear State, the finale, we see him with the Batman, which that didn't make sense. Why is he even with the Batman? We didn't enter into the Batman. Yeah, it's so confusing, stupid. Hoyman always beautiful. I love Hoyman always, but the story is crap. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got the new champion of Shazam, Mary Marvel. I'm not too sure if I'll be picking that up or not. I might wait until I hear reviews on it. Maybe see how we go.
But don't like the idea of Captain Marvel very bad and going away. That's it. Why? What the hell? Where's Billy Bad? Oh, I know what happened there. Watch this here with Tim Sheridan. Spoilers.
Yep, and that's a very fair point, Tevye. A very fair point. Then we move to Aquaman, and you ended up bringing up something as well. I think it was on Comic Boom's channel when he was addressing it, and I think it was talk about the Aquaman.
Yeah.
Of how it's like really good to see Jackson Hyde being under the mentorship of the real Aquaman himself. And
yeah,
I want to say one thing that was also implied in that Aquaman The Becoming, because you do actually get to see him get some mentorship from Aquaman in the first issue, and I think that's fantastic. Like, this is how to prepare to move someone over to the next mantle.
Oh, I'm currently in a washroom at the moment. But call me when you want to be. Apologies. Continue.
No problems. And one thing that's like really good with this is that the person who's working on it is going the
Yeah.
right way with sort of like passing on the mantle to the person who will take his place.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this series might actually be worth picking up. Even though I've not added it to my list, I'll wait until the reviews come out first
Yeah.
and then consider picking it up. Because I've presently been reviewing Aquaman The Becoming on my channel. And to those who are watching, I'm sure you've heard some of my comments in regards to what's happening in regards to Australia Post. At the moment, it looks like the second week of October comic trade and manga hall isn't going to be turning up in a hurry. So I've
Damn.
decided to put out, starting next week, the halls that the comic trade and manga halls I do have. So next week we'll be starting off week 3 or the third week of October, and after that the fourth week of October will be beginning, and that will give any time in between that, like for the second one to turn up or one of my upcoming comic trade and manga halls to turn up, which will quite likely be the third week of November haul. So,
Yeah.
and I'm deciding should that second week of October haul turn up, say, between maybe even the first week of November and the 4th, I'll work on getting my reviews in that up as soon as possible, so that they can be seen in sort of like the following week, and then things should start to return to normal. So it's only fair to let the audience know. It's just gotten to that point right now that I'm just sick of waiting. It's just time to work with what I've got. Okay, moving into the next. Monkey
Queen.
I love the cover for this.
It
The
looks
regular,
fun.
and also the Art Germ cover, which is the lower one here in the bottom.
Yep.
And I'm getting both covers.
Yep.
And seeing that it's sort of like a first issue, it's also going to be coming up with these special gold trim lucky red envelopes on select Monkey Prince copies to celebrate the new year. That is something I want to get to, if possible. But they did say select, so it could be any issue that happens to have it. I quite like the art of what they've done here.
Looks fun.
I'm really looking forward to the story. Now,
Same.
to those who ended up reading, what was it, the Asian Celebration, that they did, what was it, earlier this year? This story sort of like carries over from that into here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be really interesting to see how this actually goes.
How he became the Monkey Prince.
Yeah. So.
Wait, can you zoom in for a sec? I want to look at something. Wait, check that. Check one image closer. Let's see. Dreaming. Guy wakes up. Then he turns to Monkey Prince, and then his friends see him. Okay. That sounds interesting. So, my best friend, he's driving the Monkey Prince, and then his friend sees him, and then he turns it into a god. Well, no, I don't know what he's talking with the cloud, kind of like Omnibus from Dragon Ball Z. That makes sense, because remember, Goku was based off the Journey to the West story.
Well, it's very interesting. interesting because with Dragon Ball Z, it's actually a reinterpretation of basically the Monkey King, or the story of the Monkey King. And I'm not too sure if you've ever heard of a series called Monkey.
Mm-hmm.
And that's sort of like what it's sort of set around.
Yeah.
And what Akira Toriyama did was basically take that idea, change it up a bit. Of course, I'm sure one of the things that you remember about Goku is that he's also got a tail.
Yep.
Well, guess who else has a tail?
The Monkey King.
The Monkey Prince, or the Monkey King.
Yep.
And he basically brought it over, adapted it for Japanese audiences, and surprise enough, it was actually Japan that actually did the Monkey series, or a Monkey live action series. I am going to have to work on getting a review on that series up on the channel.
Was it good or was it bad? Because
Actually, first season I really enjoyed. The first season I really enjoyed, but there's also a second season. Second season takes a real hard to get into. It's not until you reach around episodes 5 and 6 that it actually starts to get really good in the story again. And after that, it's really quite interesting. But it also works like on the topic of, you've got the monk, because there is a monk which the Monkey King works with. Then there's Pigsy, that explains the pig character that you see. Then there's Sandy, who's like a fish king, or almost like a fish god. And then there's the horse, which later on changes in the series, in the second season. And it's a little bit hard to sort of like buy in what happens in the second season until something happens which, okay, now this character is actually proving their worth in the story. So it's really quite interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I didn't quite like the retcon that they did of the story, like of how it ended. I didn't quite like the retcon at the beginning of like the second season, and that was sort of a turn off.
Okay.
But once it continued, like in the second season, it wasn't too bad at all. So, starting to move on to the next thing, which is the Suicide Squad. It's not something in my list. So this is just some of the artwork in it. Then we've got finally one of the next volumes.
Fear State, the finale.
Yeah.
No one gives a damn.
I won't be picking it up. I won't be picking that.
I may check it out for curiosity to do a review on Fear State as a whole, because as I said, I didn't review issue by issue, but don't tell me crazy.
Yeah.
But I may pick up the library if I can find it. If I can't find it, then shut up. I went down to Hooper and did a review from there. I know that's lazy, but Fear State was lazy. So why should I give all my 100%, 10% to the band? That's stupid.
Exactly. Not only that, if you look at this here, or look at the information on Fear State, it doesn't really point out what comic issues that we're going to be having in it, because as you know, with the Fear State solicitations, there's actually an appearance of Damian Wayne on Fear State Omega, And it's not very clear as to if it's going to cover these or that issue in their solicitations. That might be the only thing that would probably grab my attention, to which I might want to pick it up, but only in the trade, in softcover trade.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on to something that I will be getting. And you know what?
Robin. Yay.
Definitely be getting Robin. And great news. I love this. Down here, it shows that we'll also be getting the Batman issue 106 story
And Detective Comics 34.
and the Detective Comics one, which will be included in it. And I think that is definitely going to be worth it.
Yep.
Wrap that it's soft cover. And I'll say one thing. Robin has been 10 times better than Teen Titans Academy.
Teen Titans is so bad and stupid. It just made my brain come out of skull. Every time I read that shit, you try to create it. What the fuck is this bullshit? I don't give it a good X. This is stupid. Like, what? Why the mission? Oh, I'm done. I'm bet.
Yeah.
The one issue of Teen Academy with the John Kent cameo. No,
Yeah.
wait. That wasn't Teen Academy. That didn't cut them all. The Shazam book. The cut them all book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm the DC cut them all book.
Yep. And I think DC have really shot themselves in the foot with what they've done with Teen Titans Academy.
Yeah.
One series I do miss, and I'm glad it's something that also Comic Boom brought up on his channel, and it was also worked on by Becky Cloonan. It was Gotham Academy. But I also enjoyed how Gotham Academy was written.
Which Gotham Academy knew what it was. Teen Academy, it's just not fun. It's boring. Stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, they've put out too many cards, or in other words, too many characters, expecting everyone to get to know them all, when they do nothing to really give you time to get to know any of the characters. And you get like rare snippets into each character, and it's not really enough to help give what the audience needs.
Yeah.
So moving into the next one, we've got the Green Lantern Alliance.
They're all of
And
them
I
amazing.
I really like the art of what is done in this.
Yeah. John Stewart. Yay.
Yeah, and I think this is definitely going to be worth picking up. I don't care about the size of it. In fact, I've still got some young adult graphic novels that I still need to
And they want the good white going novels. Because this is why going up in like I said. Oh my bad. The only good one that came out of that was the Green Lantern one and that's bad. Super Sen one we didn't feel anything. Which I still need to review that book. I'll keep forgetting to review it, but I'm so bitter with all other reviews. Yes.
Yeah, I still need to get around to reviewing the Super Sons ones.
Yeah.
Both of the ones.
Well, all three, because the third one came out this year.
Yeah, I did manage to get a hold of it. But I really do like the look of this one, including the internal art.
Yeah,
and
that one was fun. That one was great.
Yeah.
Why can't Superdome look at that one? I want the Superdome to look at that. That looks great. Superdome and the one over this looks okay. It's not horrible. I would wish. But it doesn't have the pop like the Horny Man always does. Or the Green Lantern one.
Yeah. All right. The artist on it is Andy Tong. And I want to know one thing. Great work, Andy. I really like the cover here. The cover really stands out. And that's one of the things that actually grabbed my attention, to which I wanted to actually pick up this through my LCS, and they already know that I want to get it, so that's even more better. As we look inside just a couple of these pages in connection to this particular graphic novel, we've got this first one. We've got Kilowog making an appearance. Of course, John Stewart. It's nice to see Kilowog back, to be honest. We need to see more of the aliens that work for the Green Lantern Corps. Then we've got the main character that plays a part in this graphic novel. And then we've got this part with him working with the ring. And that is absolutely amazing. And then him working alongside with John Stewart and Kilowog.
Yeah.
And that is just fantastic. So great job. I look forward to collecting it.
He met John Stewart in the first series. It was in the first book. It was tons of fun.
All right, I'm definitely going to have to let my LCS know that I'll have to get it. Providing that they've got it on shelf, that's the only thing. If not, I might have to consider getting it through somewhere else. So we've got this Death by Neil Gaiman and the Black History Month relating to the milestones. I'm not really interested in picking up this one-shot in regards to the Black History Month, even though I do know it's got static in it by the looks of things. I might just wait until later on because they'll probably include it with one of the trades that will come out anyway that they'll do future on. Then we've got the Static Season 1. Finally, that trade coming out, which I won't be getting. As much as I like the cover, I'll be waiting a while until it comes out in soft cover. Then we've got
I don't care what represent. No, skip. Stack Season 1. I'll wait till we'll come out trade. So I'll check out the curiosity.
Yeah, to be honest,
don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Conjuring books. They're boring.
Yeah, I'm not planning on picking up The Conjuring Lover either. But time to move into
the Hitler going to go made me do it. It sucked. The movie was garbage.
Time to move into the area of Action Comics. And
Superman was forced to be working with inside World Arena. Yeah,
Yep.
he's powerless.
This I'll be picking up, of course, but I really hope that is not the main cover.
Yeah.
And I think that's a fair thing that Comic Boom brought up about the issue. I'd understand if it was a variant cover, but it's definitely not the best main cover of choice. Then we've got Aquaman, The Becoming, issue 6, the final issue. Hopefully by then I will... it's Brandon Thomas working on the series. I've really enjoyed the first couple of issues so far. I really hope he nails the ending. Then we've got the Aquaman, Green Arrow, Deep Target, not on my list. Same with the Arkham Order of the World.
And as the rest of the trailer plays out,
Oh yeah. I'm not paying. I don't not read Aquaman Deep Target. No comment.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, moving to the next ones. I know you're getting one of these, aren't you?
I'm looking forward to it because Santa King 71. There are 2 favorite characters. I'll check that below. But Bigby don't care. Banks the Cat one. No, I'm done with Tom King. I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry. I can't do it with stories. I'm done. I banned ship. I did not read Rorschach. I did not read the Adam Strange book. And I did not waste my time with the other book. I forget which one you wrote. I know you wrote a Superman story, that was good.
Yeah.
But that's it.
So we've got the Batgirls one showing here at the moment.
Yeah.
And I know that you'll be collecting that. And I hope whoever's working on it delivers a really good story.
Yeah.
But,
issue 1 is good. Issue 1, maybe the one that I mean, but if it turns stupid, fuck it, I'm gonna ban ship.
Yeah. Then we've got Batman versus Bigby. Catwoman, it's not even on my list, nor is the Black Manta, so we'll just pass on those. Batman the Night, not on my list. Urban Legends is. So it's nice to see that we're going to have a story around one of the Bat Pets. So Ace the Pound. We've got Zatanna, Ghostmaker, and a couple of others.
I am shocked they kept Ghostmaker around at the Fear State.
Yeah.
The story's over. Blue and gold! Yay, Harvey last! Yay! Catwoman, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not collecting
the... no comment.
I do like that
cover.
Yeah. I do like that. Yeah, I do like that issue for Blue and Gold. With Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. So it's going to be really interesting. So I've heard it's been a really good series done by Dan Jurgens, and keep up the great work, Dan Jurgens. It's nice to see you working on a character that you really enjoy working with, or better yet, 2 characters. Then we've got Dark Knights of Steel, issue 4.
Yeah, we did a great story. If you read issue 1, it's insane, but awesome. This is a Tom Taylor I like the lead. When he put Han Solo in it, it makes sense, and not. I can't believe I hate saying the word, but it's what driving me crazy. Political nurture the beer. I hate that word. That word is driving crazy so stupid. But we'll get to that against in a Carol book. But you know my point. But this is Tom Taylor I knew who knows to write a good story, who knows to tell a great outro story, and know what to tell a good story done right. Like Deceased, and Inject the series. It was year 1, year 2, and year 3. Happy year 3. But then it went to hell because you left that book to do something else.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend Inject on this deal. You'll get a hard minute.
Well, I have reviewed the first issue, but I'm a little bit unsure with the story so far. I don't know if I'll be picking up the second issue, so I might maybe come back to the story later on. Just with how things are being done presently with Tom Taylor on other titles.
Yeah.
Then we've got Soul Plumber.
Pick up Soul I don't need that story.
Pick up Soul Finder by Douglas Stearns. It's way better. You'll enjoy it more. Future State Gotham.
Fuck Future State. Let it die. I'm done with Future State. I hate that future's crap. Also, Future State destroyed that future. Why are you destroying that future? I don't get it. We don't.
Yeah, it's a little bit crazy, but it will still be something on my Fool's Gold list. And yes, it is Josh Williamson, but it is moving over to
No, Josh Williamson not writing the story. Someone is writing that story now.
Yeah, so Joshua Williamson will be leaving. Dennis Culver will be taking over. It'll be interesting to see what he brings to the table.
He's bringing another Joker character, but Future State Joker. Get it?
Yeah.
He's in the future. His hair's on fire. What? That's not Joker. That's Ghost Rider. Or another future character given that. When Batman Beyond the Future Joker, it made sense. They were smart, had a brain. That sounds stupid.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, what was it? In one of the urban legends, Batman Beyond. Apparently, Batman Beyond will be returning next year
Yeah,
too.
I know. I'm gonna look for that series.
And I think I might pick it up, but I'm a little bit unsure as to who'll be writing on the series. I'd have no problems if it was Dan Jurgens because I liked what Dan Jurgens did.
Same.
He did a
Good.
fantastic job, and I loved how he brought in Damian Wayne.
Yeah.
In the
And
works
John Kent.
alongside with Terry
John Boy John
McGinnis.
and Batman Beyond.
Yeah, that was.
Granted, it's too good Batman Beyond, not Terry McGinnis that Fury me, but you know what? I would take anything with John Kent over another. Especially that feature, that Batman Beyond feature with John Kent as Superman. That's the John Kent I want ball. I want that John Kent. I want that story. And in the past, you see my boy get that point.
Yeah, it would be really nice to see our favorite Super Sons together in a future story like that. The Green Lantern one, I'm not getting. Deathstroke Inc., I am getting. DC versus Vampires, I've heard people are enjoying it, so it's not on my list. But if you're enjoying it, enjoy it. I might maybe wait until it comes out and trade.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn, not on my list, so that's a big
I don't care about Harley Quinn.
And same with the other
Sorry.
ones. So,
I just don't care about my own book. DC Vampires, whatever. Deathstroke
all
Inc.
right. Then we've got Human Target with Tom King saying, "I'm so depressed." Issue 5.
Yeah, I don't give a damn.
It's all he's known for
Oh,
now.
goody, Benny Justice League.
Yes. Of course, this is going to be wonderful to review in the Fool's Gold, and I want to bring up something of which Comic Boom also brought up on his channel, and I totally agree with what he said. Get Naomi out of Justice League. In fact, get Bendis off Justice League.
Agreed.
I'm going a little bit further than that. Get him to do the Naomi, like continue the second volume.
Finish his story with Naomi, then you can finish Justice League and do how he wanted that book. Wait, what am I saying? No, do not let him take a judge. He'll fuck everything. Oh, here he did. Shit. Okay, you get my point. Like,
We know how bad that he's gotten in his storytelling.
Yeah.
And at this rate, he should actually be on our Sword Stories.
Yeah,
not on
main. You can do whatever the hell.
Not on the main DC comic run stories.
The concept makes no fucking sense. Because let me get this straight. So we have Superman and Justice League book right now, but in Action Comics we have World. That doesn't make any sense. We're trying to cram in his Justice League book, and it's a complete mindfuck. Doesn't make sense.
I know. So, of course, we've got Naomi on this cover because
reasons.
Bendis or DC can't think of any ideas.
Yeah, fuck it. The world
House of Lost ideas.
Yeah.
Then we've got Nightwing here, which is still on my list. But with this one, I have decided to get the regular. I'm fine with the regular. But I want to point out something, and I think I might be the only one that sort of pointed this out. Or you see this picture of John here?
Yeah.
There's a problem with it. He looks like he's Asian.
He looks like King Kong.
Yeah. He looks like
That's
the Asian Superman of the new Superman. He doesn't look like he doesn't look like the Superman, or should we say the Superboy we know.
Yeah.
And that is my only problem with this variant. I think they should redo that 1.25 variant and make it more like the John we see here.
Yeah, who looks imposing inside the Superman. Oh, goody. Let's see my boy turn the monster. Thank God, DC.
Yeah.
Good job. Ugh.
Right? Because you can tell the difference between the art and the artist.
Yeah.
And
Honestly, I think the variant
even,
cover over the main cover with the variant cover.
even Nightwing, even Nightwing on this cover also looks Asian. Where if you
Yeah.
look at the main cover, he doesn't. Even
Weird.
the other variant, he doesn't. And the only ones that I'll be getting out of this particular issue will be the regular and this variant. I won't be getting this 1.25
Yeah.
because of that reason. Even though, yeah, it's nice that it's got John on it, or meant to be John on it, but very terribly done. That turns me off from picking up that cover because it would be nice to see a Superboy comic run, not a Superman comic run. It should be Superboy Son of Kal-El.
Issue 1 showed Super Son, for God's sake. What the hell?
Yeah.
Wait, what did the plot say for Nightwing vs. Zack? I'm gonna read it. Superman 9 called years ago, Robin took it first on... today. Robin took it first on certain step away from Batman at Don Hill. Superman stepped in the office to give crucial advice, support, and then Nightwing now time to return the favor. Okay, so if this girl I didn't go, please, Diamond, oh my God, have John get out of smart, stop an idiot, and get rid of Jay Nakamura. I want Nightwing to discuss it with the bad guy. But he can kick the guy's ass. But you can tell him, not playing our boy, but on twisted ideas. It's just, you saw the end with him at the Spyros. He's controlling him, manipulating him, and falling over them.
Yes. I saw that in the latest issue too. But I ended up seeing it online, but I've not been able to review it in person yet. So once that review goes up, I'll be really happy.
Even my view,
but I totally agree. Jay has the makings of a villain, not of a hero.
Yeah, the guy is a manipulative asshole. I'm still going with my view. The guy is manipulating and controlling him like a puppet. He's used John Maydon to push the agenda. Which is going to get the warring stuff. That's all Jay Nakamura. It all makes sense now. Nope.
Another thing too is in issue 4, even though I've got the video all set up and prepared to go up scheduled on the channel, it feels like the Truth is almost like a cult group.
Yeah.
And there's something that happens after John leaves Jay Nakamura. You see Aerie and the other one talking to Jay, and it's almost like talking about wanting to recruit him to the group called The Truth. And even that raises some red flags.
That seems suspicious. It's almost like they're trying to recruit to the revolutionaries. The same group that the Suicide Squad went after, the revolutionaries were the victims.
Mm-hmm.
Which is actually a good story. And that guy got killed off. Here he died trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Hey. But Black Man's killing him, that broke my heart. But that makes sense.
Yeah, it really caught me by surprise, as it does feel like it's an extension of Henry Bendix.
Yeah.
And
how does he now know a giant biology? That makes no sense. Oh wait, my because Roger and his mother, he probably put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
Fine. Maybe I was over analyzing that when I did my review of that story. Okay, I was over that. But secondly, why did they not get paid to shit and then when you smile in issue 3 and how it got blown up? That's
issue 4. You mean issue 4 when he was smiling in
Issue
the house?
4 when it became a
And
one
Fault
on my
Line,
bad.
Fault Line, not Flat Line, was dropped on the house.
Yeah. Oops.
Because Flatline is presently in the Robin run.
Yeah, Robin, but
And Fault Line is a Tom Taylor attempt of trying to copy, plagiarize Joshua Williamson.
yeah.
Just going to be blunt about it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be really interesting when that issue comes out. As for the other things here, I won't be picking
I
that
don't
up.
care what Nubia. I joined you a long time ago.
I will
No
say
comment.
one thing. I really like that Black History Month variant cover
Oh,
for
it's
Nubia.
great.
That is probably the best compared to the regular. I
This is
actually
like
like that
Medusa.
variant over the regular. And if I were to pick any cover, yeah, I get that that's trying to infuse what's happening in the story. And good job with that. But I'd probably pick this one as the main cover and that one as the regular. All right, time to move to the next one, or next down.
Just a good with your superheroes. Ugh, fuck that. I am done with Bendis' bullshit and I don't give a damn about Bendis' nonsense. And they're ready to go in and something now. You wasted your entire leadership on enough to go in and shit. You ended that and you don't do anything with it, and now you didn't tell you to do a super content. You tell you don't have to do anything with that character. Why do you
Yeah,
go in at the expense of its origin?
yes.
Get the origin. Why are you spending all this time on that bullshit?
Well, before we start on that, we've got the Justice League Incarnate one. So I know I'm not collecting it, but I have heard good things about it.
I have no comment. I read Infinite Frontier, even though I was super confused. I understood that story. So Incarnate, I don't feel bad. I'm intrigued, but we'll see.
Yeah, I might wait until it comes out in trade paperback.
Same.
That's what I'll be doing with this series. I know I collected the last single issues, but this one's going on hiatus for me. Of course, I'll be covering this. Hey, it's Fool's Gold material. What can I say? Whatever Bendis writes is great, Fool's Gold. But it's also a good opportunity for me to promote things that he is actually good at. So, in other words, if you really want to pick up some great Brian Michael Bendis, pick up his Jinx World. It's 10 times better than what you're getting here. And I'll happily promote it on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
I'll happily shill it because it's actually something that I do enjoy of his. And I'd rather find something of his that I enjoy to go along something with something of his that I don't enjoy that much.
Yeah.
And I'd rather be balanced in that. Like, okay, this is a story of Bendis in DC Comics. I'm not enjoying it that much, and this is why it gets this rating. This is another story of Bendis, which I can recommend to you, and it's got a higher rating than this one.
The only good story I've ever Bendis is, well, Ultimate and Ultimate Doomsday.
Yeah.
That's it. The Bendis book was fine. Bendis itself was garbage, but the actual Doomsday book was good. But then it went to shit. Then it went downhill.
Yeah.
X-Men started storming got stupid. That's what the heck when not do that damage.
Yeah. So we've got the One-Star Squadron.
X-Men.
Pennyworth. I'm gonna wait until this comes out in trade.
I don't give a damn Pennyworth. It's a waste of time.
I did manage to read the first issue, and I found I enjoyed the first issue of Pennyworth over the first issue of Batman '89. I really liked it. Writer really took care of how he delivered the story. And if anything, it's basically an origin story which works around both Pennyworth but also KGB Beast or KG Beast. And it's sort of like you get to understand of how KG Beast came into the DC universe. Moving into the next ones, refrigerator full of heads, not on my list, but if you enjoy it,
I read at the issue 2 and 3.
yeah,
They were very, very weird. Interesting, but it's a sequel to Basket for Heads.
yeah, basket full of heads, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, good to see you, Brandon. I hope you're doing well.
Love it!
Yep, one of our favorites up next. Oh, shite. And I must admit, I love all of these covers.
Yeah. Despite right, we determined Damien following Ramen and Connor Hawk so with the rest of the players, but the party quickly turned to another deadly fight. Secret questions are revealed, hearts are broken, talking in one last conversation with no enemy before he can return to his former life. Don't kill Hawk! I want Hawk to live! I want him to die! Please!
Actually, this sounds like it might be taking place after the tournament, like after the demon's been defeated.
Yeah.
So, if I were to guess, turns into another deadly fight, but I think that this fight isn't going to have a death in it. That could actually be a misleading line in there.
Yeah.
So, could it be kind of a Robin versus Hawk? It might be, but the thing is, with the latest issue, Damien is meant to be going up against Hawk anyway.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't make sense to have him go up against him a second time. Maybe it's in relation to maybe someone Hawk knows on the island. Would it be Mother Soul? I don't think so, but it might also be used as a way to have him go against, what is it, the League of Assassins? No. Damien's not the League of Lazarus. I'm trying to think of the League. League of Shadows. League of Shadows. Yeah. So, in other words, this could actually be an issue where he goes up against the ones who taught him and realizes, okay, maybe they did actually do something wrong to Damien in the past, which they have done to me and I once accepted it. This could also be that time where, okay, I accept you as an equal, Damien. I need to make amends with my past.
Yeah.
And right or wrong. And he'll probably leave, if I were to guess. He'll probably leave. And he'll probably turn up again, if I were to guess.
Yeah. I'm also holding Flatline and Damien, they become a couple. Let's be honest. They're made for each other. They're both adorable.
Well, Damien and Flatline have been interesting, but I think it would be too early in the series to do it.
So
you could. Well, I'm looking at also Damian Wayne's other people he's also met too. We know of Maya, and he's known Maya longer than he's known Flatline.
Yeah.
Right, and if you remember Maya's part in Robinson of Batman.
I'm
actually
surprised Maya is not part of the story. You feel with one character that was part of the Spider tournament is Maya the card, or this is other biggest fighter.
Yeah. like she's one character that is also like somewhat a friend to both Damien and John.
Yeah.
And I think that would sort of, it might actually work better for him to sort of like be with her instead of Flatline. But until then, these two still need more growth before they become a couple. Right? They need at least equal unto those characters. So here we've got some of the covers. I love this main cover. It's one of the best covers that are out there. I like it more so than the one that they did trying to make out that Flatline and Fingo were a couple, or Flatline and Damien were a couple. I really like it. It's a greatly done. You can see pretty much all of the characters that have pretty much participated in the tournament. So this will probably be the last.
Hey, she respawn.
Yep. Then we've got the one. Yep. Then we've got the 1.25 variant, which looks absolutely amazing, and it's sort of like,
right.
Alfred, it's time for a break. I'm bloody bleeding. Yeah. Well, that's the impression that it gives, but it doesn't mean it's accurate as to what's happening in the story. And then last but not least, I love this. This is absolutely amazing. We've got both Batman and Talia Al Ghul in the variant.
Side by side.
Yep, side by side. So I really hope that in the next part that we start to have Damien return to the side of his old man.
Yeah.
And that would be really good. Like, even though we still get to see the stuff that he does on his side story or his story. Of course, we've got the Suicide Squad. I'm not picking up any of these. We'll move on to next.
I tried the Suicide Squad a long time ago because I get so bored of 3.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore. I'm done.
Okay, then we jump onto the Robins.
I heard it wasn't great, which is sad because it had potential.
This is something I will be picking up. I have read the first issue. I do agree with Comic Boom. It is not the strongest issue. But that's not to say that the second or third issue might actually make up for that error. To which we can only hope will occur. Then we've got the Scooby-Doo. Oh, shoot. I jumped that a little bit too fast. Not on the list. The Supergirl.
I Scooby-Doo. I don't care.
Then we've got the Superboy, Son of Kal-El.
And Supergirl by Tom King.
Yeah.
Woo! A book I don't give a damn, man, because it's so stupid. I got Supergirl a long time ago, but I don't Tom King shit.
Yeah. So we've got more.
Harry Banks' plan for ultimate control for every superhero on Earth. When? What control? How did they control every superhero on Earth? That makes no sense.
I know. It's stupid storytelling, care of Tom Taylor. Does Tom Taylor even realize that Darkseid right now could beat the living fucking daylights out of Bendix without even...
Don't you just kill him in 2 seconds. Like, there. Yeah. Flat over. Done.
Like even Brainiac would be able to kick Bendix's ass.
Yeah. Yeah, Superman makes into a target business. Wait, go up. Wait, I want to read more of that. Superman makes a target a billion world leaders. Why? He's seen too many at the fort that must be stopped. Why? How much can he manage to second before he bends? What? John has not been Superman that long, and now you made enemies of world leaders and village leaders? That makes no sense. What the? Yeah, the more I read more of the search, the more stupid it gets. I don't say my search decision, but it doesn't work. It only makes it again.
If I want to guess, All right, looking at the end here, how much can even a man of steel stand against before he bends? I'd imagine this bending bit is his path to tyranny.
Oh, I don't want that futuristic garbage to come to pass, which expected to come true. If that comes true, we're fucked. Because that means we're going down the same damn story with the evil Superman over again. I don't want that. I don't want Johnson to turn the monster. I don't want that future. That future was crap. He's strong, Metropolis, but they've been evil, brainiac, wannabe killer. But
But
that's how
Tevye,
it turned into
Tevye.
that story. And a different one to the crap.
Tevye,
Why are we still find that same logic?
Tevye, I understand that you don't like it, but you know what? It gives us, the Super Sons readers, more ammo as to why John should be de-aged.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It gives us more ammo as to why John should be de-aged.
Always all the memory of all this bullshit.
Or we find out that this John Samuel Kent isn't John Samuel Kent, that he's actually from another multiverse.
John Kent.
Like, even that would be a good idea. And yeah, we need Damien to find where our real John Samuel Kent
Who's
is.
floating somewhere out there alone.
Yes.
Trapped at the stasis.
Yeah.
I know that's lady. That's what else we have left.
But I would prefer a story like that.
Yeah.
To which Damien goes to save John. And we find out John's a fraud.
Why would she help too? Irene died.
Because I think, if anything, this Superboy has more so the qualities of Ultraman, who basically has become a tyrant in his own right in his own universe, than the John we know from our universe.
Yeah.
Yes, he has shown that in some essence that he knows some things about Damien. And I wouldn't even care if this is a John from another multiverse that does happen to be queer as well. That would work.
Yeah.
Right. That
makes sense coming from multiversity, which multiversity did do that in the Grand Multiverse. We did see a John Kent who was queer in that story with Damon Wayne. I think.
Actually, in that story as well, even Damian Wayne showed a bit of interest to him.
Yeah, it was weird.
Even though he was also with Alexis Luthor, if I remember, the daughter of Lex.
I forget what happened in that story because it was so long ago.
Yeah.
I felt so confused reading that. Then wait, what am I reading? This makes no sense. This is confusing. Yeah, my brain on my skull. Man, that voice is always confusing.
Yeah. Like, we know he can bring out some good stories, but there's also some stories that people of his don't like as well. And that's understandable too. So moving into Swamp Thing. Again, it's not on the list, but there are some nice covers here. Moving to the next.
Task Force Z. Whoa. Yeah.
That. Yeah, Task Force C. I might actually.
I don't care. Task Force issue 1 was interesting, but I don't give a damn. The zombies squad. Because one, they kill Arkham Knight, which makes no sense. When did she die? That never happened in the last story in Detective Comics.
Yep. And then
Tamashii character. Stop killing our Tamashii creations. Stop it.
I know, it's stupid.
Yeah.
It's absolutely stupid. And I must admit, I really liked Astrid Arkham.
Same.
Even though I understood that there were people who didn't like the idea of Astrid Arkham, of being the Arkham Knight, I did actually like the idea of it, and I remember Yellow Flash spoke about it, and he said he preferred like the Jason Todd Arkham Knight. Hey, that's right. If you like that one, you like that one. But I actually
cool.
did
What
like
about
the
you?
idea.
I still argue my interesting backstory. Her story was interesting. I was fine with that story.
Yeah, and I think it was very well done.
Yeah.
And even though it was like being brought into the main DC universe, like a main DC universe version,
Yeah.
I felt it actually worked.
Yeah.
And the way you learn about this character is that Astrid Arkham was practically manipulated care of the Joker once again of another thing.
And the other villains.
Yeah, and other villains. And this Astrid Arkham hated Batman, but she'd not realized that she'd actually been set up by the Joker once again. But that also goes to show what Joker will do in creating like new villains for a series.
Yeah.
But then we've got the Flash 779.
That story is amazing. The Flash and Wally West picked that book up. I read it. Okay, the way the issue was fine, it was filler. But you know what? I'm reading that because it's Wally West and his kids checking out finding Crypto. That's all I need. That's all I need to read that, and I'm sold. Because damn it, I need a good family book again. Because when I get destroyed, that family's a mess. I need something to give me after that won't be in again. So I'll take the Flash book over nothing.
Yeah. Well, with myself, I'm officially starting this Flash run at issue 777. If I enjoy it, I'll be letting my LCS know, okay, I want to follow this arc.
Yeah.
So I'll be following the arc, and I think we'll find that this is actually a part of this arc in connection to Gem World.
774 is also adorable.
Yeah, so 777, I'll have to see if I can get a hold of 774, as you brought up as well.
Yeah.
Maybe I might be able to request it through my LCS when I catch up with him next time. And if it's one thing I want to point out, this is an awesome cover.
Yeah.
This is an absolutely awesome cover. We've got Wally being a dad, doing his dad job, coming in to save his children. That is awesome. I love the cover, and you can certainly see that they've been overpowered by the villain here, which is Eclipse.
Yeah, from Stargirl.
And it really works. I don't know what the variant cover is going to look like, but hey, if it's just as good as this one, I might consider picking up both.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Moving on to...
Let's be honest. I just remember Barry get destroyed by Bendis' bullshit and Tom Taylor still continuing Bendis' nonsense. We need something good. But it's weird to me. Tom Taylor's a good writer. But what's in Sonic Cowboy? It's just infuriating and controversial and driving me crazy. What?
Yeah.
Why? I just don't understand. Why does Damon get the good stuff, but John Kent get the bad stuff? I don't get it.
Yeah, you're not the only Super Sons reader that's not happy with it.
Yeah. And better go with my idea with Jay not gonna be a villain. I'm hoping they still go down with that twist.
Jay has...
They don't go to Studio, I'm gonna be pissed.
One thing I can totally agree with there is that, yes, Jay has the makings of a good villain.
Yeah.
In the storytelling, he has the makings of a good villain.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it does turn out that he's William Bendix, who's done some things to himself.
Yeah. If he's the son of Henry Bendix, that makes sense.
Yeah. Or even if it's a clone of Henry Bendix. Of course, we've got Teen Titans Academy. I dropped this series long ago, actually just before I think it was just before issue 5 or 6. That's when I dropped it.
You weren't missing much, boy, me. It got so boring. But the crossover into the Gotham Academy, pointless. That crossover went nowhere. Wait, what? You're telling me this man somehow was wanting Batman. Be all Suicide Squad, escape LM, but apparently he's been that invincible. Do be all these people even match? The clone of Superboy? Taking Incarnate is a clone,
Yeah.
another clone? That makes no sense.
I want to bring up something, and I know that this also links to the future state. I think DC basically committed career suicide with the Teen Titans Academy when they brought in Red X.
Yeah, Red X is so boring. There's nothing in the show. It's interesting because yes, we didn't know who he was, but
Yeah.
that was the point. No one did that demo. Red X went in the show. Well, he's a thief. That's all you know.
Yeah, and they should have just kept it in the anime universe, even though we do know he did make only one appearance in the comics, not multiple.
I don't remember him appearing in the comics ever.
Then
Wait,
we got
what did the plot say in the comic? It all comes down to this at the lives. I get to read all that.
Did you want to read the Batman Scooby-Doo one?
No. I want to read
or the
the
Teen Titans.
comic one.
Or the Teen Titans one?
All right, what are we tumbling down around the time must come down to butcher the motor students? Oh no, someone butchered the Titans again. Must be Tuesday. We were even the dark days. Tend to attack unholy, unvented upon knowing. In the end, that's an epic past, present, future. What Technicat will Teen Academy still be standing? No, it won't. It will get burned to the ground again. How many times did I get blown up? I lost count.
Well, if you remember, at the end of what was it, the Benjamin Percy run,
Yeah.
they started rebuilding the Teen Titans Tower.
Yeah.
And by the time you move into the Adam Glass Thompson run, they're out of that one. So we've still got the Titan Towers that's been rebuilt, all fixed up and repaired. But now they're at this Mercy Hospital thing, and it was absolutely trasho.
You're stupid.
Even though, yes, it did sort of connect to their story, or like a previous place that they once held. With these, I'm not collecting the Joker Presents puzzle box.
I don't give a damn about that story. It's canon. I just don't care. I need a break.
One thing I am collecting, and I have enjoyed, but I'm still missing an issue which I need to read, which is issue 2. But that's the one that's in my second week of October Comic Trade Manga Haul, which I still need to get around to reviewing.
I haven't read
this has actually been really good. I mean it. This has been really good to Titans United.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting. Like that cover there, including the variant cover, are fantastic. So quickly jump onto the next. So before we go there, we'll see what's over here. We got the Wonder Woman. Again, it's not on my list.
I got one more time ago.
And the Evolutions, not on my list. Absolute not on my list, but you know what is on my list?
Giant Super Saiyan.
Every Super Sons reader wants this. Challenge of the Super Sons. And great news, it's in soft cover. And I've added it on my list.
Yep.
And it's
I'm buying that immediately. That's my most interesting book ever.
Yep, and it's got the art of Max Rayner, Jorge Corona, Evan Stanley, and of course cover by Jorge Jimenez. The best, or one of the next best Super Sons artists.
The best artist ever, in my opinion, because he'd always be a state
I would
amazing. Even though
love
the story was bad, his artwork made that book amazing. In fact, if you
yes.
want, let's read the cut, read and what the focus. If you want to look at the artwork in Batman, check out James Tinian's Batman on for the artwork. The
Yeah.
story, you just skip the story. The story's crap, but the artwork,
Yeah.
perfection. He made
Jorge
every making
Jimenez.
that book amazing. Even the
Yeah,
Batman is being amazing.
agreed. Jorge Jimenez knows exactly what he is doing in his art. And I enjoyed it when he did the Super Sons run.
Yeah.
And that is going to be fantastic. Moving to the last couple of things, we've got World of Krypton. This is actually on my list.
I mentioned a lot of Vendetti, like good stories. But other than that, I don't care about Krypton. Krypton blown up, the end.
Yeah.
That's all I need to know. I don't need to know anything else.
Then we've got
Gotham
the Gotham
Omnibus.
Omnibus.
Gotham is a great story, but I don't want to buy Omnibus. It's $100. No.
Yeah. If this was in soft cover, I'd probably consider picking it up.
Hope I and Barhoe is good.
And if I remember, yeah, there's Renee Montoya.
Captain Maggie Sawyer.
Yep. Quite
Okay,
a few members that make up the GCPD, which is really good. And I'd like to grab something like this to actually see how things work out of GCPD itself. And that's what it's meant to be a story around. And I've heard that there are a number of people who actually enjoy it. Ed Brubaker, I've actually got a couple of his titles here, but they're both indie titles. One is Pulp, so you might want to pick that up. And another one is Destroy All Monsters, also an indie title. Hellblazer, I'm not picking that up, but I've heard people enjoyed it. Hey, if you enjoy it, great. Moving into the other things, we've got John Constantine, the Legion of Superheroes, 5 years later, Omnibus.
Yeah, that's the good one. That Bendis is not.
I'd rather read this. I would rather read this than Brian Michael Bendis Superheroes.
Agreed.
And by the way, I ended up reading the original, I think it was the Silver Age Legion of Superheroes trade, and I really enjoyed it. It was 10 times, if not 20 times better than the actual Bender. Now, this is something else I'd like to get, but it's also a pity that it's not in soft cover. And it's The Question by Denny and Dennis Cohen.
Why is that $100? What the hell?
I know, it's ridiculous. It better be made of gold.
Yeah.
916 pages. Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense as to why it's in the hardcover. Okay. I might consider picking it up at a later date, if that's the case. I would love to have something question related on the shelf. Then we've got Wonder Woman, Agent of Peace, New Teen Titans. Probably be soft cover, which it is.
Yep.
Then we've got New Gods, which I am getting added to my list. And I think that's pretty much close to all we've got here. Yeah, so last but not least is What's All Here, when it's expected. And that completes that in regards to what is coming out through DC Comics. So now it's time to move to the next thing. Before I do, I'll get this fixed up. So
Yep.
I'll also be covering like some manga as well in this Solicitation Station episode. Okay, so how this goes? It's fixed up yet? Or is it still loading up? Okay, it looks like I need to refresh it once again. That's better. Okay. Time to move on to the manga, which is.
I don't read manga, so no comment.
That's all right. But who knows? Maybe there's something, or you might see something here that might interest you. Of course, we've got Black Clover, Volume 27. That's on my list at my LCS. Dr. Stone, also on my list. My Hero Academia, I've actually got this. And it will show up in one of my hauls, which will be going up on the channel. My Hero Academia. What was that?
My Hero.
The My Hero one?
Yeah. It's cool.
It is.
Also, nice. It's a good guide. Nice.
Yep. So, what it does is it gives you an analysis of every character that appears in the series, including, I believe, the movies. Then we've got My Hero Academia Vigilantes, which is
we a spin up, I remember saying it well.
Yeah, and it's for what it is, it's actually quite good.
Demon Slayer, yay!
Demon Slayer, yeah.
But there's no cover.
Yep.
Well, yes, it is.
Yep.
Wait,
it's the
how
box
much
set.
is that box set? How much did it cost?
$200.
Screw that. I love Demon Slayer, but I'm not spending $200.
Well, it's the whole box set, but it also includes a little extra in it as well. So then we've got some other ones as well in the series. Beastars, Hell's Paradise. That too is also on my list, and I've been enjoying that. Sorry about the refresh here. Urosei Yatsura, Zom Bucket List, Mori King, and of course, to those who enjoy One Piece, they brought out one to which you can do some pirate recipes with Sanji. So, moving on to next month. All right. We got some Akira Toriyama. To those who enjoy some Akira Toriyama, Jujutsu Kaisen. That's on my list. Some Kaiju number 8 to those who want to pick up Kaiju number 8. I've heard many people have been enjoying it. Another series here that I'm also collecting is We Never Learn. And I really enjoyed that series, and it almost looks like it might be reaching the end of the series, just how these covers are done. But I'm not too sure when it does end, what volume it will end at. Yakuza Lava, Call of the Night, more Full Metal Alchemist, Komi Can't Communicate, absolutely brilliant manga, and an anime series came out on it recently, so you might want to make a start on it and check it out for yourself. It's both done in subtitled and I believe dubbed to English. It's a
wait. What is it in English? Call me can't communicate.
Yeah, Comey Can't Communicate.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yep. And it is a wonderful manga to read. I've personally been enjoying it. One thing I am going to have to work on getting is these Full Metal Alchemist novels, because I've actually got the box set here. The only thing I'm missing is the novels connected to the series. So when I've got time, I'm going to have to collect the novels. Moving into some more, we've got Sleepy Princess, Demon Castle, Fist of North Star. I've recently finished reading volumes 1 and 2 of this, and I have enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to reading through volume 3. Labius, they've actually done pretty well to get that up to volume 9. Some more other titles there. Magu-chan. I'm trying to see if there's anything else here that's on my list. No, pretty much not. Okay, moving on to the next month, which will be January. So what's coming into the new year? We'll be having Boruto, Volume 13, coming into the new year. Another Demon Slayer manga, and it's right after the box sets come out, of course. It's a pity that they couldn't have included it in the box set. I think that would have made it so much more worth it. So therefore, it would have been 24 volumes instead of 23 volumes. To those who will be collecting the Dragon Ball series, or the Dragon Ball Super series, Moriarty the Patriot, that's on my list. My Hero Academia Team Up missions, also on my list.
Nice.
Then we've got the next One Piece box set. Fly Me to the Moon, Volume 9, that's also on my list. And I almost thought this series was finished, but it looks like it's returning. Persona 5, Volume 8. I've enjoyed the previous volumes before that.
Futaba.
Nice to see that it's actually continuing.
Yeah, I see Futaba. Yay.
Yep. So
I love Futaba. Question: Does the Persona manga just follow the game plot? Because the game plot is very complex.
I think with Persona, the manga, it does somewhat follow the story of the game plot itself. But
Yeah.
I found one thing with at least the Persona manga, at least it's one thing I can actually finish over the Persona game.
The game is long, but the game is so worth it. I love that game.
Which I still need to go back and get good at. So, and I'm happy to admit that too. So,
yeah. Speaking of Persona, I've been playing Shaman King 1085. Oh boy, this game is hard and very, very intense.
Oh, you mean Strikers?
No, Shaman King 1085.
Oh, Shin Megami. Oh, yeah, Shin Megami. Yes.
Yep. The older brother of the Persona.
Yeah, I heard that what was it? I heard that there was a reference to Kamoshida in it as well.
Kind of.
But I've also heard with the material as well in regards to Shin Megami Tensei 5 that it will be coming out on PC and also PS4. I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him bring it over to the Xbox as well.
Huh?
Just saying, because my main console, one of the main consoles I do use here, apart from the PS4, is actually the Xbox. So, hey, if I could own one on the PS4 and one on the Xbox, that would be great. It would gain more money for Atlas. Of course, we've got Hell's Paradise, Assassin's Creed, Blade of Shao Jun. Nothing else really here. Oh, A Gravity Boys, but it's only digital. I'd really like to get A Gravity Boys if it came out in physical, but that might be a while. Okay, and moving last but not least, onto February next year. We've got more Black Clover, Dr. Stone. I think this could be actually coming close to an end, but I could be very incorrect on that with Dr. Stone. And if I am incorrect, I'm incorrect. Jujutsu Kaisen, Volume 14. Definitely look forward to reading that. We Never Learn. Of course, we've got Volume 20. And I'd imagine this is actually getting closer to, say, the characters going to their schools for their scholarships, where they wanted to get the scholarship for like a certain school. We've got Deadpool Samurai coming out in February. So that'll be interesting. So a Marvel-related manga. More Full Metal Alchemist, another novel. Comey Can't Communicate. Lovely little cover there for volume 17. Some Golden Kamui. Again, it's nothing on my list, and that's pretty much all for the Viz manga. All right. Moving on to some Kodansha. As to see what's coming on their list. So we've got RG Demi-Human Volume 17. I'd actually like to get a collect this series, and I think this is actually the last volume to the series. We've got Blue Lock. Some of these I aren't collecting. Quite a number of these I'm not collecting. All right, so what is here that I am collecting? Oh, we've got a box set that's coming out of something that I've not heard of before. Noragami, that is actually a series I do collect, and I do need to catch up with. But
A School Frozen in Time. What the hell is that?
A School Frozen in Time. All right, it's a story revolving around people that get sort of like caught in like if I were to guess, like a time loop. And they're sort of like stuck in a point, or actually, let's just stick with what it says here. TikTok, as the clock starts again.
Trapped in the figure world at school. Tanaka bring back to the origin point of the nightmare. Watching school festival, they find members who took down life. What the fuck? Oh dear God, go down this rabbit hole.
And it's the final volume of the series, so
that's how it always ends.
It might be something worth picking up just for myself to check out. I have heard people have liked it. This is something I
have to heard about that one. The Incarnate Slime one. I have to heard about that guy anime.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tamara got reincarnated as a slime. Yep. This is actually something I'm collecting, Vinland Saga. In fact, I'm actually waiting for 2 volumes to turn up in the mail, and I should be able to get like a manga haul video done soon. But I understand that this is coming out next year, or quite soon anyway, and I definitely want to get this volume, so at least I'll be up to date. And I've been reading the manga. I've got the anime.
Nice. Anyways, something to up, but I'm probably gotta go because can't wait over here. Straight.
Yep, no problems, no problems. I should be able to finish off
Yeah.
without a hitch. But thanks for dropping by. You're always welcome.
Anytime,
And
man.
actually, before we do,
Oh yeah. You can follow me.
show yourself in your channel.
Twitter and Twitch. Join me. Anytime you want me to join on live stream for Solicitation Station. I'm hoping I ask you to join me for the Video Game Awards. Maybe it's coming in December. I don't know what day. Yeah, I'll always check it out and set it out.
The Gaming Awards already? My goodness.
Yeah, I kind of did December.
Oh my goodness. Where'd the year go? Keep up.
Yeah, damn time flies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, gonna join me. Hoping I could do Video Game Awards that way. Not necessarily awesome, but maybe I could do after over when that thing launches. If I get everybody join me with that one like last year. So think of that. And take care.
Yep. See you later. And thanks for dropping by, Tebu.
Anytime, man.
You have a good one.
You too. Bye.
All right. Returning back to the manga list. And we're still back at Kodansha Comics. Looking through the list. Is there anything else here that I'd want to pick up? Or I have that I'd want to collect? Oh, yes. UQ Holder. That's something else that I am also reading through, but I need to catch up with. Blood on the Tracks, Volume 7. That's also on my list through my LCS. What else is here? Oh, Shaman King. That's another one that's on my list. That Omnibus. And this has been really good. And I am going to need to catch up again with the animated series so I can get the next video done. More UQ Holder. Move to the next week. Anything more here? Of course, we had the Arjun show up before, but that's probably more so the print version. Fairy Tale. I'm slowly getting into Hiro Mashima, so I don't know if I'll pick that up yet. I still need to read through the manga of, what is it? Oh, we've got Shaman King and a Garden. Volume 1. I might think about picking that up, but it will probably be a while until it's available in the trade. We've got Vinland Saga once again being shown. Attack on Titan, Part 1 final box set. Definitely something I want to get. And I want to read the whole series, Daily Lives of High School Boys. Oh, we're returning back to this again, are we? I've got the whole series of it anyway, so Eden Zero, Volume 14, that's on my list. Fire Force, that's on my list. So I look forward to getting that. What else is here? Perfect World, Volume 9. Really enjoyed that so far. We've got The Rent-A-Girlfriend, Seven Deadly Sins, Omnibus. I might think about picking that up. The Summer With You, Volume 2. I'll definitely be getting this. Moving more. I wish these days volumes would be brought out in print, because the first volume that I read on the channel was actually pretty good. What else do we have here? Oh, what more? Oh, Pretty Boy Detective Club. That's another one I'll be collecting. And then we've got the Quintessential Quintuplets Box Set Part 1. If I were to guess, they'll probably bring out 2 box sets, because there's only 14 volumes to the series. So this is the first box set. Definitely worth checking out. It's not my favorite. My favorite compared to this one and We Never Learn is We Never Learn. But you know what? The only time Quintessential Quintuplets really got good for me was around volume 6 and 7. It's where it felt like the character, or one of the main characters, got like a bit of a rival. And then after that, the storytelling got really good. Moving in some of the other ones. Okay, and moving into the last couple of weeks, we got more Sales Work, Flying Witch, Daily Lives of High School Boys coming back into print again. Rent-A-Girlfriend, more Shaman King, Volume 2, and a Garden. But not in print, only through ebook. More Blue Lock. City, Volume 13. Seven Deadly Sins, Omnibus, Volume 2, 4 to 6. Okay, that might be worth picking up from my LCS. To Your Eternity. I would like to pick up this series. And that is all for Kodansha. Moving into the upcoming titles of Hey, look who made it here. Hey, good to see you, Michael Brent. It's nice to see you. Did you read any manga lately? Actually, I have been reading some manga, and I've also had a video go up on the channel covering some of the manga that I've also read in my spare time. I've also caught up with some Jujutsu Kaisen, some Black Clover. The list continues. Did you watch any new anime? About the latest anime that I've caught up with is the Jujutsu Kaisen, because I needed to finish getting the review up for that. In regards to some of the new anime stories, I've not checked out anything new at the moment, but thank you for asking, Michael. Shaman King, Season 2, coming on Netflix. And yes, I will say one thing. I have reviewed quite a bit of Shaman King on the channel. In fact, I had a Shaman King anime review show up, I think it was last week. This week I'm having some, this upcoming week. So after the turnover into the new week, you should see a review. Or is it this week or is it the other week that I planned it? But coming on the channel, you will see the Eden Zero anime series review, and I really enjoyed watching that. I never thought I would enjoy Hiro Mishima as much as I did with like going through that anime. Even though it's going in reverse, sort of like watching the anime before reading the actual manga in regards to Eden Zero. Of what I've watched so far, I have really enjoyed. I am going to need to catch up with that series. Here we go. The Seven Deadly Sins are about to have a new season featuring Melodious and Elizabeth's son. Yes, I heard about that. I think it's called, I think it's the Four Horsemen or something like that. Feel free to correct me there, Michael Brent. And as that starts off, let's see what Yen Press is bringing out, and if there's anything that I might already be collecting or I might want to collect, to let my LCS know. We've, of course, got stuff that's coming out in regards to the manga. I've read the first 2 volumes of the manga of Devil is a Part-Timer. I didn't mind it. I would like to collect more of it. Looking into some of the others, not much there. There's now, Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon 2, Volume 1. I've heard many people enjoy that series. I've not picked it up myself, but I would probably consider picking it up later on. For next month, what is here that I would collect? For the kid I saw in my dreams. That might be interesting. Not a lot here. Okay, let's see what they've got here for January and the upcoming months. Alright. Not really a lot. At the moment. Oh, I cannot reach you. That's something I'll be picking up. We've got Spy Classroom. Okay, moving into February. I think they might cover March on this. Just Cirque the Freak. Not on my list, but I'll have to check it out. Love at 14. This is something I'd like to read more of. But I'd need more of the volumes to be available to me. Alright, what else is there? Out in March. Oh, they do cover March. Devil is a Part-Timer. Konosuba. I've heard many people enjoy that. Here we go. Oh, no, I've already covered that. What else is here? Anything more? Not real. Oh, shit. They're even covering April. I did not expect them to cover April here. Okay. Well, what's in April then that I might want to pick up? Anything of interest? Oh, High School D&D light novel. Actually, I would like to collect the High School D&D manga. Oh, I Cannot Reach You, Volume 4. Yep, that I'd be picking up. What else is here? Sasaki and Miyano. That's another one I'll be picking up. Sasaki and Miyano. Correction there. What else? And that is all for Yen Press. Alright. Time to finish off with 7 Seas Entertainment manga. Whew! So we've had quite a long live stream today. Well, not a super long live stream, but big thanks to everyone who's managed to make it to the channel and drop in, even if it's been Brandon. I don't know if he's still here, but if he is, but thanks for staying around. And a big thanks to Michael Brent for making it, and also to all right. Moving on to 7 Seas. Is there anything 7 Seas has that I might want to pick up? Right. At the moment, this is for just November. What am I picking up through 7 Seas at the moment? I think mainly some of the light novels. We've got, now this is moving in November to December. Not a lot here. Okay, we're starting to move into the December. Die Dark. Wouldn't mind a mocha right now, considering the time here in Australia. Right. Level 1 Demon Lord. Actually, that reminds me, what is the title of that manga that involves a Demon Lord? Oh, it's not there, is it? Is it there, or did I put it up there? Oh, The Misfit of Demon King Academy. But that is for SC Manga. I don't think that's a part of this, is it? I'm going to have to check them out. Okay. So we've got no Misfit of the Demon King. I thought they might have been through here, so maybe I was incorrect on that. So where did I cover? So we cover 2020. Oh, Classroom of the Elite. Oh, we finally get the manga for it. Volume 1 of the manga for Classroom of the Elite. Thank bloody goodness. And it's coming out in February. This is something that I have been collecting. The manga, the light novel for this, but I've really been wanting to get it in the manga. Finally, something I recognize. Okay, moving into other things. Do they have a volume 2 for it anywhere? Oh, Superheroes. That's another one I'm collecting. That I'm getting from my LCS. What else is here? So they're covering April. Almost looks like they're covering a little bit more than the last one I was at. Yeah, moving into May. My goodness. Awaken, It'll Ninja Scrolls. Oh shit, they're even covering June in this. Okay, I think I highly underestimated 7C's in their list of things. How far did I actually cover here? Where does this bloody thing end? Okay, so they finish in July here. Compared to Viz and Yen Press, 7C's has really outdone themselves in regards to this. And having a list this long even puts DC and Marvel to shame. Literally, it puts DC and Marvel to shame. No wonder manga is so bloody popular. Well, that's all for today's Solicitation Station episode live stream. A big thank you to everyone who made it to the channel. Until then, let's keep it colorful and have yourself an awesome day. The next live stream I'll probably have will probably be the Wayne. It might be the Wayne Family Adventures one, unless I manage to get out another live stream before that. We'll see what happens. Until then, have yourself